What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Jerry here, and welcome to a brand new episode and a brand new season of Ballin with Jerry. Yes, Ballin with Jerry. Yeah, so I like to say that I like to welcome you to the show, welcome you to the brand new season of Ballin with Jerry. Got a lot more stuff coming, and got a lot more ideas coming on the show. And I gotta tell you, if you're new to the show, be sure to subscribe, hit that red subscribe button, hit that bell notification button to be notified of future episodes. And because this is a brand new season, this is season 2. And I know you people have been waiting for a long time for a new episode to come out. And I'm here to deliver, this with not just a brand new episode, but a brand new season. And that brand new season is going to come along with a brand new intro. And to start off this episode, let's start off with a brand new intro. Let's go. Hold up. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so here's what I planned for this episode. What I planned for this episode is that I'm going to show you guys my EDC. And in case you people are new and you have no idea what an EDC is, an EDC stands for E for every, then day, then D for day, then C for carry. So basically, EDC stands for everyday carry, which is what you can see right in front of me, right here. This right here is my whole, maybe not my whole, it's pretty much my EDC, what I carry with me every day. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through what I carry with me every single day, every day, on a typical week, or basically what I travel around with. Yeah, so that's what I have planned for this episode. And to start off with this episode, I'm going to walk you through my EDC, everything that I have on this table right in front of me, what you can see right now on the other side of the screen. I'm going to walk you through everything that you see right in front of you, right in front of me. Alright, so how are we going to start this whole EDC? I'm going to randomly start one to start off with. So the number one thing that I travel with me and take with me everywhere I go, no matter where I gotta go, is a watch. Yes, a watch. So this right here is a chisel watch. I don't know if you guys can see 100% very clearly, but I'll show you from distance. I'm gonna up closer. Yeah, so this one right here is a chisel. That's the brand. Yeah, that's the brand, Chisel. And it's a yellow wristwatch, and it's stainless steel, and it looks very flashy, very cool, very classy to me. And I travel with a watch every day, every single day. And the reason why I travel with a watch every single day is because when I have to know what time it is, all I gotta do is look down my watch. I'm like, yep, the time is whatever, and then go about my day. Rather than have to dig into my pocket and check my phone and just see what time it is. Rather than me doing that, I can just look on my wrist, the time. Yeah. This ain't my only watch that I have. I got a watch collection, an entire watch collection of mine, which I'll show you guys in future episodes, coming soon to this season, season 2 of Ballin with Jerry. So please stay tuned for that season, and please be sure to subscribe to the show if you're new, and hit that bell notification if you haven't done that yet, and subscribe if you ain't subscribed, and and hit that bell notification so you can stay tuned to be aware of future episodes of Ballin with Jerry. But let's continue on with this. This watch is very beautiful. This watch is very nice. I love this watch. And I'll tell you a story about this watch, just a little bit about this watch. And I'll tell you the whole story about this watch in my watch collection episode that is coming soon. So please stay tuned for that. If you want to know more about this watch and want to know the whole story about this watch and all my other watches that I got in my watch collection episode, which will be coming soon, trust me. The watch collection, I have a watch collection episode planned for this show and for this season coming soon. So please stay tuned for that so you can know the story about this watch. So I got this watch when I was about 18 years old. When I was 18, on my 18th birthday, my sister bought me this watch. And I'm 19 right now, and I'll be turning 20 on November 2nd, 2020. That will be when I'll be 20 this year. In November 2nd, 2020 is a date where I turn 20 and I'm no longer a teenager. Well, I will no longer be a teenager from November 2nd and onwards. Yeah. So I'm 19 years old right now, and I'll be turning 20 in November 2nd, 2020. So, about this watch, my sister bought me this watch, and it's very nice. It was a very classy present for me. That was my, yeah, very nice, very classy watch, and just in case you haters out there, try to roast me in the comment section saying that this is fake, I ain't gonna say that this is 100% real gold. I'm just saying that this is like gold plated. I'll prefer to say it's a yellow wristwatch, like I said earlier in the video, in the episode. It's a yellow wristwatch, and it's yeah, very nice timepiece to say the least. I'll give you one last look before I move on to my next piece of my EDC. And this watch is priceless to me. This watch is priceless. It easily costs a few $100 right there. And I'll give you an estimate of how much my EDC costs altogether, an estimate. So yeah. Alright, so moving on to the next piece of my EDC. I'd like to move on to these AirPods. These right here are AirPods hidden in a marble case. And I'll show you again. Open. Yeah, these are AirPods, just in case y'all don't know. And I bought a marble case just to make it look classy, just to make it look nicer, and to give it some extra protection so that it's protected, just in case I drop it. I don't have to worry. I gotta worry a little bit less about the AirPods breaking because it's got a case. Yeah, so I travel with these AirPods, and I carry these AirPods with me every day, every single day, wherever I go, where I go to. Because right now I'm studying. I'm studying at CIT. That's why I haven't been able to be consistent, because I'm studying. I'm literally grinding, and on other stuff, especially on YouTube and YT. Yeah. So I carry these AirPods with me everywhere I go, and the reason why I carry these AirPods with me everywhere I go is because, let's say for example, I get a call all of a sudden. All I gotta do is pull out my cell phone, then pull out these AirPods, then talk. Rather than me having to go out on speaker, then speak, or put the cell phone up to my ear and speak. All I gotta do is put my AirPods in my ears and just speak. Without having to put my cell phone like this, say hello. I can just say hello, these AirPods on, and the person on the phone can hear me. So for me, these AirPods are a pretty good investment. I won't say investment, it's a pretty good thing to have. They're very good to have. They're better than wired earphones. These are wireless earphones. These are way better than wireless earphones. Trust me. Because if you have wireless earphones and they're all tangled up, what you have to do is untangle it, then plug them into your ears and listen to music or take a call, for example. But with these AirPods, whenever I want to listen to something or watch a video or something, all I gotta do is pull out my AirPods, plug them in, done. Rather than me have to go into my pockets and untangle my earphones, stuff like that, then end up losing those earphones, then end up buying another pair of earphones, which will get expensive in the long term. That happens again and again and again. So that's why I decided. So before I had these AirPods, I had wired earpods for my iPhone, and I plugged them in, then plugged it into my phone. Then after that, I lost it, and I couldn't find it, so I had to go and look and find them. And I couldn't find them, so that led me to make a decision, an expensive decision, to buy AirPods. Yeah, and I got a whole episode about these AirPods in season 1 of Ballin with Jerry. I linked that in the description so that you people can go watch that episode about these AirPods that I bought. And like I said in the AirPod episode, these AirPods sent me back $250. These AirPods sent me back $250. Yeah. And plus the marble case alone sent me back $20. $20. So the AirPods themselves plus the case, that's $270. Okay. Now let's move on to another piece of my EDC. The most important piece of my EDC. The most important piece of my entire EDC is my cell phone. Or should I say my iPhone. Now this iPhone right here is an iPhone XS Max. Yes, an iPhone XS Max. And I bought this brand new in 2018, November, somewhere around November, let me check. Yeah, November 21st, 2018 was when I bought this iPhone. Yeah, November 21st, 2018. Yeah, I'd like to apologize for the cut that happened, but I'm going to move on with the EDC. I'm going to move on with the episode. So, where it cut was where I was talking about this iPhone right here. So basically I bought the iPhone on November 21st, 2018. So November 21st, 2018 was the date I bought this iPhone brand new. Yeah, so I bought this iPhone brand new, 2018. It was iPhone. This is the iPhone X Max. So bought this brand new 2018 at an expensive price for $1,800, $1,800. So the cheapest. I'm gonna give you an idea of how expensive it can get when you're purchasing a brand new iPhone, especially one like this, back when it was brand new. So depending on what size you get, whether it's 64 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, or 512 gigabytes at the very top. So $1,800 to around $2,300, to around $1,800 to $2,400, where the price ranges from. Yeah, so I decided to buy the 64 gigabyte version because I didn't want to pay the extra money. I wasn't prepared to pay $2,000+ for an iPhone yet. So that's why I decided to buy the cheapest one to see how I go with it. And so far I'm going pretty well with this. It hasn't gave me any problems so far, any major problems that I've known. Maybe some problems here and there, but they were easily fixable and it wasn't that expensive to fix. And I'd like to talk to you about what's on the iPhone. On the outside, as you can see, you got the, well, as you can't really see on the screen, but as I can see from up close, it has a screen protector. As you can or can't see, it has a screen protector, and it's a glass screen protector. And the screen protector alone can cost me between $25 to $50, between $25 and $80, depending on what kind of screen protector you get, and depending on where you go to. So for this screen protector, it costed me $25 for this glass screen protector because I went somewhere else. Because if I was going to go to the Apple store, I have to pay double. I have to pay $50 for a glass screen protector. And this iPhone XX Max is a 6.5 inch display. Now I know there's a newer iPhone coming out this year, 2020, so I know that. So I'm going to have to see it in person, check it out, and probably make a decision. But here's how the iPhone looks naked, as you can see. The flashlight on. And with a leather case, the leather case costed me about, sent me back $80 for the case. But I actually didn't pay $85. How it worked was that I went to the Apple store and for an exchange. Before I had a case that was similar to this, exact same color as this, except a different material. And that material was silicone. Before this, I bought the silicone case for $65, and I had it for a while until I wasn't liking the feeling of the case in my hand. I didn't like that feeling, so I decided to go to the Apple store for an exchange and exchange it for a better case, which was the leather case. This is a real leather case. So I decided to go to the Apple store and tell them that I wanted an exchange for my iPhone case. So I bought this iPhone case, and I only had to pay the price difference between the silicone case and the leather case, which was about $15 to $20. I had to pay, which was the difference. I didn't pay the full $80 for the case. That was how it worked. So yeah, this iPhone is a very good iPhone XX Max, and it's very good to this day. And it's probably the best, and it is the best iPhone I've ever had in my life so far. Before I had an iPhone 5S, and before that I had an Android. Then I moved all my way from Android to Apple, which is where I'm at now. Yeah, it's the best iPhone I've ever had so far, and it hasn't given me any, it didn't give me any troubles, a lot of major troubles, so it's very good. Okay, now let's see. I'm gonna pick next. So another thing that I take with me and carry with me everywhere I go, when I go out, is my wallet. This is a leather wallet. This wallet is very good material. This is made of genuine leather, Pebble leather, and it's very nice material. It has everything that I need in my wallet. It has my debit card, my bus card, and my driver's license, and all the other stuff that I need, or might need, or may need. It has all the cards that I need in my wallet, because if I'm gonna make a transaction, all I gotta do is pull out my wallet, pull out my debit card or whatever, and just pay, or with cash or whatever. Let's bring my wallet with me. Yeah, pretty much everywhere I go, I bring my wallet with me, just in case I gotta make a transaction. And I basically have, and also have an episode about this wallet, which I'll link in the description so you can go check this out. And yeah, be sure to watch that so you can get to know more about this wallet right here. All right, so moving on to this thing I may not carry with me. This thing is my car keys, my car key to my car. And the truth is, I don't carry my car with me every day, but it can carry me. But I got some stuff to do with my car, so this is not really. I guess this is This is a part of my EDC, nonetheless, because it carries me. It may not be my only mode of transportation because I either choose to take the car or the bus, but sometimes take the car, but I don't really take the car as much. So, and this car keys are the keys to my Toyota Avalon. And I got a whole episode about my car in the description. I'll link below in the description so you can see the whole episode about my car, which I bought this year, 2020, so that you can have an understanding of my car. So yeah. So this right here, these are my car keys. And it has the Converse shoe, which I decided to personalize and add to the keys. Yeah. Yeah, and moving on to another part of my EDC, and it is the largest part. And you can see it right in front of you, and I can see it right now, and that is my suitcase, or briefcase, as you call it. Now, what I carry in my briefcase is, depending on where I go, whether it's somewhere important or whatever, I carry my briefcase with me, which has my important files, important stuff, important papers I keep in my briefcase. And I also carry in my briefcase for extra protection or padlocks. Padlocks so I can just get my keys out, unlock the lock, and padlock it for extra security and extra protection. Because doing that gives me way more security and way more protection for my briefcase and what I put in my briefcase. So let's say, for example, if I hit the gym, and I'm gonna leave my stuff in there, like my wallet, my watch, in my briefcase, I padlock it so that nobody can steal it, and that gives me more security and more protection. And these padlocks right here, I keep in my briefcase. Yeah, so like I said earlier, what I carry in this part of my briefcase, hold up, just give me a second. Are these padlocks. Now the reason why I carry these padlocks with me in my briefcase are because of security reasons. Let's say, for example, I go somewhere, I have to leave this behind. Let's say, for example, I go to the gym, I leave it in the change room, but I have these padlocks with me. Just grab my keys and unlock one of the padlocks. Then after that, let's say if I put my wallet and my watch, and my keys, and any other expensive or important stuff or important thing I have, just put it in here or in there or whatever. Just zip it up, and padlock it. And another thing that I carry with me in this part of my briefcase are a pair of gloves. And the reason why I carry a pair of gloves with me in my briefcase, let's say for example, it gets very, very cold. It gets very, very cold and my hands are freezing. All I gotta do is just go in my briefcase, get my gloves right here. And put them on. And just move on. Yeah. So these gloves aren't really and one fun fact, one interesting fact is that these gloves, I can use these and they work on cell phones. Watch this. Check this out. And I'm wearing these gloves right here. These gloves, I can use these on my phone. Because they say, for example, it's very cold and my hands are very, very cold and I have to use my cell phone. Just put my gloves on, then go on my cell phone. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole reason why I carry these gloves with me. Just in case the weather gets crazy cold, and I need a pair of gloves. All I can do is just get in my briefcase if I have it with me, of course, or if not, in my pocket, or most preferably I put it in my briefcase just in case. You know what I mean? Get my drift there, just in case. Yeah. So that's pretty much the whole reason why I carry a pair of gloves with me, like winter gloves, just in case the weather gets cold. Okay, now moving on to the third part of my briefcase. Well, it's actually a laptop bag, but it looks more like a briefcase to me. So what I carry in this part of my briefcase is my laptop with its own case. And this case cost me about $25 when I bought it. And here's my actual laptop. And this is a MacBook Pro. What I have right here is a MacBook Pro in my hands. Yeah. And I bought this MacBook in August 2019. So I pretty much had this MacBook for about 1 year now. It works well, works pretty well for a MacBook that's almost 10 years old. Because this MacBook is 2010 to like 2011 model, so yeah. I'm thinking about investing some money into getting a newer MacBook, because this MacBook is like 10 years old, or almost 10 years old, and I think it's time for me to upgrade and get a newer one. That way, if I invest more money to get a newer or better MacBook, I can easily be more productive in whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm working at, whether it's making content, making more content or making more quality content, and being able to get better software. Yeah. Pretty much for work related reasons is the reason why I'm thinking about investing some more money into getting a newer MacBook soon. Yeah. And this MacBook sent me back $300. It was $350 at the asking price, but I decided to negotiate it down just a little bit, just a teeny tiny little bit by a few dollars, about $50 to be exact. I'm not saying I'm the best negotiator in the world or stuff like that, but I was able to negotiate it just a notch. Yeah. So I pretty much paid $300 for this, and I bought it off a private seller. So I bought this thing used. Yeah, so I carry my briefcase with my laptop with me, just in case I gotta do something important. That's the reason why I carry my laptop with me in my briefcase. Just in case I have to do something important, which involves me needing a computer to do something. Let's say, for example, I gotta do something important, which will require me to have a computer. I have my computer in there with more protection. Yeah. So basically, the whole reason why I bring my laptop with me is because of important reasons. Important, like work-related reasons. That's the reason why I bring that's the reason why I carry my laptop with me pretty much everywhere I go. Pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this computer so far. Oh yes, and I also carry a pair of wired earphones. And I know you guys are gonna be saying, but didn't you say wireless earphones are better than wired earphones? Well, yes, correct. I did say that, but the reason why I carry a pair of wired earphones with me is just in case something happens, just in case my AirPods suddenly go out of battery. But in this case, I bring a charger with me everywhere I go if I'm bringing my laptop, and a charger, of course, and a charger for my phone, just in case my phone runs out of battery. But just in case my AirPods run out of battery, I have a pair of these wired wired earpods. And another reason why I carry a pair of wired earpods with me with my laptop is because, for a funny reason, for a strange reason, my MacBook doesn't really work well with the AirPods that much. Because I tested my AirPods with this MacBook, and I tried playing a video, and the sound doesn't come through the AirPods, it comes through the speakers. And that's the reason why I gotta bring a pair of wired earphones with me. Yeah. So moving on to the third part of my briefcase, and it's not really much to say about the third part of my briefcase. All I carry with me is a notebook, just in case I gotta write important stuff down somewhere. And a folder, which has important stuff in here. Important papers and important stuff inside this folder. It has my jump drive, a USB, 2 USBs, and a pen, just in case you gotta write something down and stuff like that. I have a pen with me just in case. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta say about the third part of my briefcase. Yeah, so like I said before, there's not much for me to say about this part of my briefcase besides a notebook and a folder, which has my important papers inside and important stuff. So let me show you So let me show you how my briefcase looks, all exposed. So I'm gonna open this, the first part of my briefcase, the second part of my briefcase, which is the largest part of my briefcase, and I also carry water with me. Well, not in a glass, but in a water bottle. And some food, just in case you get hangry or go hungry. Just in case you go hungry, I have some food with me, just in case I go hungry. That way I don't have to waste a lot of money going out, eating out and stuff like that, because there's one thing I learned over time, eating out can get expensive over time the more consistently you do it, and how much it costs to eat out. If you do the actual math, do the actual calculation, it can be very expensive on your wallet. So I decided to bring food with me, just in case you go hungry, and to save my stomach and to save my wallet. And I bring water with me. I put it in this part of my briefcase, and I know this may be kind of weird, but it's just how I do it. It's just how I get around. So right here you have the first part of my briefcase, which has 2 padlocks for security reasons, for my own personal security and personal protection, so that when someone looks at it and says, I wonder what I can steal here, they won't be able to steal because it'll be padlocked. They can access there, but that won't be much value to them. Because, let's say for example, I'm at the gym, and I leave my briefcase here with my car keys, my wallet, and my watch, and I put it in here without a padlock, and then some thief decides to go into my briefcase, be like, ooh. And it just sees it from distance, like, what do we have here in this briefcase? And he or she gets closer to the briefcase and opens it up without a padlock and decides, and runs off. And if that happened, that means I lost a lot of money. Right there, like that. I don't want to risk that, and I don't want to do that. That's why I decided to bring 2 padlocks with me to lock the first part of my briefcase and the second part of my briefcase, just if everything fits in the second part of my briefcase. So, yeah, so I carry 2 padlocks with me in the first part of my briefcase. 2 padlocks, as you can see. And the reason why I have it like this, just in case, just keep them all together, just in case I'll unlock and wonder where the other one went. So I decided to lock them up together like this. And a pair of gloves, just in case the weather gets very cold and my hands feel chilly. The second part, and I already talked to you about the second part of my briefcase. Besides food and water and stuff like that, I carry my laptop with me for important stuff, for work, for relevant work-related stuff. And the third part of my briefcase, I carry a notebook and a folder, which has important files in there, and a pen, and two USB sticks. So here's your time, here's your chance to have one last look at my briefcase exposed. Okay, time for me to close it all up now. And also, let me tell you why I travel around with a briefcase. Because I know a lot of y'all will be thinking, why on earth do you travel around a briefcase? Why won't you carry a backpack or something? Well, here's my answer. Here's my personal answer to that. The reason why I don't carry a backpack with me anymore is because of the weight, because of the load. Because when I was in high school, I used to carry a heavy backpack with me every single day. Every single day, and it would weigh upon my shoulders and my back. And it'll be doing my back and my shoulders not a lot of good. Not a lot of good at all. So I decided, and the only time when I made that decision to switch from a backpack to a briefcase was because it's way easier for me to carry. Because rather than me carrying it on my back, I just carry it with one hand. Which makes, yeah. And also it makes people take me more seriously. It makes people think I'm more professional. It gives me a more professional vibe, more serious vibe. That's the reason why I carry a briefcase with me instead of a backpack, like everybody else. And which leads me to another reason why I decided to, which is why I carry a briefcase with me instead of a backpack, is to pretty much stand out. Stand out and to set myself apart from from everybody else who carries backpacks with them all the time. Yeah, so far I pretty much addressed my EDC, which is everything you see right here. Now, I got some bonuses for you. Now, this is a thing that I don't carry with me every time, every day, but it's optional for me. I decided to, if the weather's nice outside and I want to look extra cool, extra swaggy, let's say extra nice, to say the least, I carry a pair of shades, which is what you can see right now, a pair of shades, and I'll show you how I look in shades in a minute. Yeah, so pretty much if I want to take these shades with me, I can take them. If the weather's nice enough and I want to look extra nice, to just carry a pair of shades with me. I may not carry them every day, but it's an option for me. It's a luxury for me. So yeah, so here's how I look in a pair of shades. And I got no idea how much these shades cost, but all I know is that my brother bought these shades for me, and that was years ago. So, yeah. And here's another thing that I don't really carry with me every single day, but it's optional, which is my iPod. My iPod. As you can see the background. The background on this iPod is the exact same background as the background on my channel, on my show, Ballin with Jerry. Let me just check what time it is. Yeah. So the reason why I decided to take my iPod with me if I want to. I take my iPod with me if I want to. I don't always take my iPod with me because I already have my iPhone, which is pretty much, yeah. So I pretty much take my iPod with me if I want to for an extra source of entertainment. Let's say for example, my iPhone's on low battery and my iPod's not on low battery, so I decided to go on my iPod and just look for games or watch something. Yeah, just as a backup device, pretty much. And I use my iPod for entertainment, my own personal entertainment. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a glutton for entertainment. Because I gotta keep myself entertained when it comes to boring situations where I have nothing to do and there's nobody around. Either jump on my phone, or if I have my iPod with me, I'll jump on my iPod. Yeah. And it has a cool case with it. And I had this iPod and I bought this iPod back in 2018, October. I'm pretty sure it was October 2nd, 2018. So I had this iPod for a solid 2 years now. And this iPod is the iPod 6. The iPod 6. And I'll show you what it looks like naked, so you guys can have a look at it. The iPod 6. It looks different from the previous generation iPods. It's the iPod 6th generation, the newest iPod. They haven't made a newer iPod since then, but it's iPod 6th generation, and it doesn't have that silver notch thing right there, which is like the camera, but silver is down there. This iPod 6 doesn't have that. So, yeah. And I bought this iPod from a store where they sell secondhand technology, first-hand technology, and around 2 years ago, in 2018, I walked into a place and I saw an iPod, which I liked, and I decided I want to buy it. And this was before I bought the iPhone XS Max, brand new. But I bought this iPod used. And I paid around $200 for this iPod right here. And the case sent me back $25. So to me, it wasn't really a lot of money. It was a decent amount of money. It costed me a decent amount of money, to say the least. And another thing that I forgot to mention was my keys, because I need my keys to get in and outside of my house. It has this African thing right here, which is another cool thing about my keys. It has and it has my padlock keys to unlock and lock my padlocks. And it also has a Converse shoe, just like this pair of key has, except different style, of course. Yeah. Yeah. And also, I used to have a Cash Money key ring on my keys, except the downside is that I lost that Cash Money key ring. Yeah. It would have been very cool to have on this, except I lost it and I can't find it again. Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up my whole entire EDC Everyday Carry, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Ballin with Jerry, this episode and this new season, Season 2. This is now Season 2 of Ballin with Jerry, and I hope you enjoyed this episode if you watched this episode all the way to the end. And I ain't sure how much this whole entire EDC is worth, but I'll just calculate it and just write it down somewhere so that you can see it, somewhere where you can see it. But give or take, my EDC should be worth at least $1,000 plus, which includes my iPhone, and $2,000 plus, which includes my car. Yeah. So that's a rough estimate of how much my EDC is worth. And thanks a lot for watching this episode. I really appreciate you watching this episode all the way to the end. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe to the show. Hit that bell notification, hit that like button if you like this episode, and I'll link all those episodes about the wallet, the AirPods, and my car in the description, so you can go check those episodes out. And I gotta go before my battery dies, and I gotta do some important stuff. So I'll see you guys on the next episode, and stay tuned for more episodes of Ballin with Jerry.